Welcome back everyone for the next challenge video that we have for the Golden Handshake mission in New York. This time we will cover Time's Up, Pride Goeth Before Destruction, Someone Could Hurt Themselves, The Applicant, Peeping Tom, You're Hired, The Sweater, Mission Story Hostile Termination, Where Is My Stapler, Mission Story The Job Interview, Injury to Insult, Triple Core, Mission Story The Exposé, and Insider Trading. We'll start off on the first floor mezzanine as a janitor and bring a basic loadout. Let's get out of this cutscene right away and we'll stop blending in, but we'll hang out right here for a little bit. Ruby Red will talk to one of her fans. This is what will reveal our mission story.
I loved your expose on the much-talked data abuse. I mean, wow, Jason Portman must hate you. So, what are you working on now?
I'm sorry? I don't know what you're talking about. My name's Tina. Tina Smith. I work in insurance.
Right. Undercover, are we?
No, I'm just not who you think I am, sir. Now, please leave me alone or I'll be forced to alert security.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you really look like her. Well, have a good day.
Ruby Red, famous muckraking investigative journalist, is in the bank. Known for her fierce skills at digging up...
Once we have that revealed, we're actually going to hang out here for a little bit longer. Sometimes the mission story gets gummed up and bugs out and skips over some of the steps. So the next step should actually be to figure out who the whistleblower is and investigate the whistleblower. But the woman that we'll be looking for that is the whistleblower is actually right above Ruby Red, looking over the other balcony across from us right now.
I will find that report one way or another. This will be the story of the year. Director Savalas has been acting with extreme recklessness, and the public deserve to know that. My informant will come through. Just make sure you're ready to pull the trigger when I get the documentation. She's going down today, Ted. One way or another. Of course the stock will plummet. I expect that will happen immediately. That's the point, right? Show the world the ugly side of this whole business. We're doing this. I'll email you the documents as soon as I have them.
Now, once she's done with that phone call, let's go ahead and run around the corner here. That's our woman whistleblower that we'll need to listen to. Let's run into this room where she's headed. We'll grab this rat poison off the rack, shut that door to cut down on some noise, then we'll listen to her phone call. This is what reveals that she is the one that actually has the key to the deposit box that has the sensitive files inside.
Well, I hit a bit of an obstacle here. No, nobody's discovered anything, but for some reason, security is super high today. I don't think I can get to the documents safely. There's some sort of investigation going on, and they're specifically looking for the file. No, I hid the file in a safety deposit box in the basement. Key's with me here on my desk.
And that line of dialogue is what lets you know to look for the key on her desk.
This whistleblowing thing sounds great on paper, but I am telling you, it's pretty damn terrifying when you're the one doing it.
So now let's run around a little bit and we'll head downstairs. We'll head into that little glassed-in pit where the bank tellers hang out. And since we're dressed as a janitor, we have free access in there.
Went really well. I think I nailed it. Yeah, I mean, I was calm.
And right over here in this candy dish on her desk is where the key is hiding. And we can run back out of here. We'll bypass that enforcer security guard by jumping over this railing, shimmy along the ledge and drop down onto the stairs.
I've only seen him this proactive once before. You know, bomb threat.
We can run right through these cameras. We'll be taking the camera box out later on anyways. But let's head in here.
The head of security suspects there may have been.
Well, at least it's not as bad
We'll
as that
unlock
time
this
in
deposit box and grab the files.
The 6,000 semi-incinerated files.
Now we'll head back upstairs and we'll hand the files to Ruby Red.
But he's not here now, and the camera looks broken.
Talk to Perez instead of
Is that what I think it is?
Once you hand those off to her, that will finish off our mission story. She'll take a look through the documents. She'll make whatever phone calls that she needs to make to let everybody know what she found in the documents, and then the stock market will crash. But do keep in mind that crashing the stock market that way does not open up the secret exit. You actually have to sell all the shares personally on the computer upstairs in the stockbroker's little pit up there in order to unlock the secret exit. We'll cover that a little bit later. But now let's go head back towards the coat check. We're going to head through there to avoid any security guard enforcers that we might have to get frisked by to make it back upstairs. Now let's head up the stairs and take a right. And once we get up to this reception desk, these two bank tellers talking will reveal our next mission story.
Been there for ages.
Milton Fitzpatrick is holding around.
Once we have that reviewed, let's go ahead and make a 180 and we'll run into the bathroom. Let's go into the stall on the left first. Remove that lead pipe from the wall, and then we can peep through the hole that creates to get the Peeping Tom challenge. Now we can head next door and unlock this door with our lockpick. We'll knock out the job applicant and take his disguise. And now we'll head to the job interview.
You're too much.
Stop by the reception desk to let the receptionist know that we're ready.
Oh, there you are. Feeling better, I hope. Should I let HR know you're ready for the final interview?
I feel like a new man. I'm ready.
Wonderful. Follow me, please. It's right down here.
Best of luck.
Now
in
we
your
can run
interview.
straight ahead and have a seat in
Let's
this
see where
big
this
white
goes.
comfy chair. And we'll go through this whole process. Don't worry, there's no guesswork involved with this whatsoever. There's no trial and error. All of the answers to all of these Rorschach tests are right there in the pictures on the wall behind these two.
No pass or fail here. It's merely a standard personality test meant to gauge how you'll fit into our corporate culture.
All right,
If you're ready, let's kick this off, okay?
I'm ready.
Okay, so this is a very simple test. All you do is pick a card and tell us what you see there. Now, it's important to point out that there are no right or wrong answers here. It's just to give us a better impression of who you are on a psychological level. Does that make sense?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, Mr. Thomas. Let's proceed then. If you will, please pick the card that most conjures up the word opportunity.
This one.
All right, now look at it closely. Take a few moments, then tell me, do you see an animal or an object?
Animal.
I see. What kind of animal?
A bird. An eagle, perhaps.
An eagle. Very interesting. A forceful animal. Anything else?
It's feeding on something.
Feeding. On what?
A carcass. The scene is reflected in a pool of blood flowing from the body. It's a vulture feeding on someone else's kill.
That's very graphic, Mr. Thomas.
Yes, brutal even.
Right.
Very interesting observation, Mr. Thomas. Not what we expected, but that's perfectly fine. Let's take the next one, shall we? Pick any of the remaining cards that make you think of execution, please.
I'll pick this one.
Good choice. Tell me, what is the first thing you see here? Just the very first thing that comes to mind.
I see a figure in a large coat. Perspective skewed, as if I'm looking at him from the ground. He's got something in his hands.
Go on.
He's armed. Dual firearms. Large caliber pistols.
I see. What else do you see?
He's just finished a job. perfectly executed.
And who is this man?
It's me.
Very, very interesting, Mr. Thomas.
Well, that's a very creative interpretation, Mr. Thomas. I think we've just got time for the last card. Please proceed. This last card should hopefully make you think of prosperity.
Okay.
Oh, very good. This is an interesting one. What do you see here? Take in the whole image, please, and in as much detail as possible, tell me what this reminds you of.
Wealth.
Can you elaborate on that?
I see a big pile of money earned performing questionable actions.
And how do you feel about that? Bending the rules of the game.
It's what I do.
Very good, Mr. Thomas.
Well, I have to say, that was very impressive, Mr. Thomas. With your cutthroat approach and killer instinct...
And now, right when this guy tells you that you'll be a good fit for Milton Fitzpatrick, you can hit the button prompt to leave, accepting the job. Leaving at that point will actually avoid double dialogue. Now we have pretty much free access to almost anywhere in the whole bank. Let's head upstairs.
There's one thing you can be sure of.
Once we get up here, let's make a right. We'll go all the way down and to the left of the stockbroker pit here. There's a note on this desk that will reveal our next mission story for our fired stockbroker. But before we go get the fired stockbroker's disguise, we have both of these guys on the same level right now. This is a really good opportunity to collect both of their data disks.
How crap this old building is with the wireless. Now the director hates seeing cables anywhere.
I did mention to him that it would be more beneficial to shut down the bank and do a full sweep, but he said no. My guess? There's some sensitive shit around here that he...
Squad, that's why he needs energy.
I'll be back later.
So once this guy is over in the stockbroker pit, let's go ahead and open this door. We'll distract him into this room. He'll be the only one distracted in here since he's closest. We'll knock him out and hide his body. Make sure to grab the data disk that he dropped. That'll get us 1 out of 3 for triple core. Our second guy should just be coming out of the security room right about now, so let's follow him. We'll close those double doors behind us, knock him out. We'll hide him in this closet right here. Grab the data disk that he drops for 2 out of 3 for triple core.
Second backup data disk.
And before we head downstairs, let's go ahead and take out the camera box that's right there in the security room. Now here's the fired banker and his little guard. If they're in that spot right there and they're not coming back to this water bottle anytime soon, we can go ahead and throw the rat poison into the water bottle. Once the fired stockbroker takes a drink of that, that will get us the injury to insult challenge. We'll get our lead pipe out and ready.
This isn't good. Oh, I don't think this is good at all.
Excuse me? That looks serious.
Once the stockbroker walks away and goes around the corner, we can knock out the security guard here. Then we'll run and throw the lead pipe at his head to knock him out. And now, because we're going to be causing a commotion a little bit later on, we're going to go ahead and hide both of these bodies so they're not found. And now we can take the fired stockbroker's disguise. And now, instead of going up the staircase that's right next to us here, we're actually going to go a longer way. We're going to make a pit stop in the stockbroker's pit once again. We have to get in there to sell the shares from the stock market ourselves to crash the stock market properly to open the secret exit for when we're done. And keep in mind, you can only do that dressed as a stockbroker or this fired stockbroker. So let's go up these stairs right here. We'll make a left through these 2 double doors. And then take 3 or 4 shots with your pistol at that big screen. That will get everybody to flee, especially the 2 stockbroker enforcers right there. Then we can come over here and interact with the computer screens and sell off all the shares. And once we've done that, now when we kill the target, that secret exit will finally open up.
Command, you copy? We've got a situation. Probably some punk kid making life miserable for everyone.
I'm sorry.
Let's wait for this little bit of commotion to die down for a little bit before we try to go upstairs.
Relocating.
And it's still just a little too dangerous to be in here, so we'll just hang out in the hallway until everything dies down.
If you want to stay alive.
Yeah, I'm on it.
What's that, Command?
Yeah, now we're good to go, so let's hop up on the crates and over the railing to get upstairs. That way we don't have to be frisked by the guards. We'll run straight down and talk to Athena's personal receptionist.
I'm here for a meeting with Director Savalas.
I don't think... Oh, yes, of course. That's right, go inside.
And now we can head into her office to get
This
fired.
Termination, Director Savalas won't forget.
Mr. Jackson, have a seat, please.
Thank you.
Mr. Jackson, as you must be aware, we've been running some numbers internally to measure the flexibility and productivity of people working here at the bank. Work hours, output versus input, sales portfolios, late nights and early mornings, things like that. I've been reviewing personnel files for the past few weeks, and a couple of files stood out. Yours, for instance.
Is that so?
I have quite specific expectations when it comes to my employees. How you appear and act reflects directly on me and this building. And, well, you've certainly managed to stand out, Mr. Jackson. Tell me, do you knit those sweaters yourself? Or does your wife do that?
A man needs a hobby, Miss Savalas.
Guard, leave the room.
Now she'll finally tell the guards to leave the room so she can have a moment alone.
So,
Once she starts walking towards the clock, let's go ahead and make a save. Now let's get out of our chair and we'll go ahead and push her through the clock. That will get us the time's up and someone could hurt themselves challenges.
Good work, 47.
Now let's go ahead and load up our save. We'll listen to her the rest of the way now until she's done with her dialogue.
Hobbies in even greater detail in the near future. We're letting you go, Mr. Jackson. The bank appreciates your contributions over the years, but we feel it's probably best to part ways at this time. This may upset you, but let me assure you that eventually you will come to embrace this point in your life as an opportunity.
This is not my first termination, Miss Savalas.
Ah, somehow I'm not surprised. HR will send you all the relevant papers, Mr. Jackson. Please gather your things as soon as you can. Good day.
Now, once she finally says, "Good day, Mr. Jackson," let's go ahead and hide behind the white couch over here. We're to turn on her phonograph. And then we'll hide right behind this little cabinet here that has the commemorative tokens on top. Since she's kind of already in a triggered routine right now, she'll hear the phonograph, she'll go over and turn it off, and then she'll turn back around and go stand in front of her desk once again. But right when she's done standing in front of her desk, that's her first little scripted routine that she's in right now, she'll turn back around and go investigate the sculpture that's right next to the phonograph over there. That will give all of these security guards time to get back in the room and get into place. Now she's finally walking back over to investigate the sculpture. Once she's there with her back turned, we can go ahead and sneak up behind her.
I think so. This should convince the board.
We'll hit the button prompt to kill her. And once we kill her with that, that will get us the Pride Goeth Before Destruction challenge. Then we'll pick up her data disk. That's 3 out of 3 for the triple core challenge.
Have a close look at that data.
And now since we've already crashed the stock market, we can run out of here, run to the end of the hall at the bottom of the stairs, and there is a secret exit opened up right here at the window. You can only use this dressed as the fired banker or a stockbroker. And that will be everything we are going to cover in this video.
Thanks everybody for watching. If you have any questions, requests, or comments, feel free to leave them down below. If you liked this video and found this video helpful, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. If you enjoy the content that I produce and want to keep up with any future videos or projects that I'm working on, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.